Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are focusing on handling categorical data in the mtcars datasets, including chi-square test and Fisher exact test. So let's start by building mtcars dataset and inspecting its structures. Just Control Enter. Here is the dataset. So while many variables are numerics, some can be treated as a categorical based on the context, such as the number of cylinder and gears and the transmissions type. So looking at the summary of CYL, which is a cylinder, gear, and arms, and versus the curves, we can treat these variables as a categorical. We will convert them from the numeric to factors for the proper categorical handling. So here is the summary of the data. These cylinder, gear, arms, and versus curve. So I just run it. Here is the results. So now we convert the variable CYL, gear, and arms, and versus curve to factor using as a factor functions. These ensure these variables are categorical, which is crucial for the next step. So this is the conversions of the convert to all are the variables to factors. So just run it. All are run. And let's assign more descriptive labels to AM, the transmissions, and versus engine shape variable. So now instead of 0 and 1, the labelings will ensure to show the automatics and manuals for AM, and the V-shaped are straight for the VS. Okay, so verify these conversions. Here is the strings variables as a factors, which is arm, gear, and curve, which is the factor labels. Okay, so labeling are also important, which is assign meaningful labels to AM, the transmissions, which I also said in earlier. So here is this code, and I just run it. Okay, so we can explore the distributions of the categorical variable using frequency tables or bar plot. Here we see the distribution of car based on the number of the cylinder and transmissions type, and visualizing the data can be help us the understanding the balance between the different categories. So here is the check the updated factors as a table. So here's the tables: V-shape, straight, automatic, and manuals, and frequency tables for categoricals. Also, I can run these variables by this. Okay, so here's the results. And we will now use the chi-square test to check if there are any associations between the number of the cylinder and the transmissions type, and the results shows the where these variables are independent, and if the p-values are below the 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis and indicate an associations. So visualizing this plot, also I can visualize this plot, which I say earlier in yes, here is the transmissions, automatic, and manuals. So here's the chi-square test, which is check the independence between the cylinder and transmissions. So yeah, just Control Enter, and here is the chi-square test data, and I just view this data by this console, and yeah, here is the x squared 8.7, and the degree of freedoms 2, and p-value is 0.01, which is significant. So back to the data, and also I can display these results, and also I can say sometimes the chi-square test isn't appropriate, especially when the expected counts in the tables are small. In such a case, we use Fisher exact test. Here we check the associations between the engine shape versus transmissions types, which is a small data, and the Fisher exact test is especially useful for the smaller sample size and provide an exact p-values. So I can run this the Fisher exact test by this AM and the data. So yeah, here is this Fisher exact test data. Just run this, and here is the odds ratio shows. Also, sometimes it gives up p-values. Yes, 0.4, which is not a significant. That's why we not reject the null hypothesis. We accept alternative hypothesis. The true odds ratio is not equal to 1. Okay. Yeah. To summarize, we covered the converting of the factors, utilizing categorical data, and performing statistical tests like I-squared and Fisher exact test. The mtcars dataset, handling categorical data effectively is essential for meaningful analysis. In next episode, we will explore more advanced data transformation. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the more tutorial.